Here are today's top stories from the Pna Headlines. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. calls on everyone to watch Filipino movies and support the 50th Metro Manila Film Festival. In a video message, President Marcos called on the public to watch the 10 official entries of the MMFF. He said this year's films feature the stories of the Filipino people that will surely provide joy and leave behind golden lessons for all. Marcos also gave his holiday greeting, saying this season is a time for Filipino families to come together and love each other. He urged everyone to bring their family and friends and watch the MMFF's feature films. The 50th edition of the MMFF kicked off on Christmas Day, December 25, and runs until January 7, 2025. The 10 entries this year are And the Breadwinner Is, Espantajo, Green Bones, Hold Me Close, Isang Himala, My Future You, Strange Frequencies, Taiwan Killer Hospital, The Kingdom, Topak, and Uninvited. The Department of Health reminds the public to celebrate the holidays safely and especially beware of firecracker-related injuries. The DOH reports that the number of firecracker-related injuries has reached 43 based on its monitoring of 62 sentinel sites as of December 25. 18 of these cases happened on Christmas Day, which was lower than last year's record of 28 cases on the same day. 34 of these injuries involved patients 19 years old and below, while 39 of the victims were male. 37 or 86% of the cases were caused by illegal firecrackers, which include Boga, 5-star, and Piccolo. The DOH advises everyone to refrain from using firecrackers and prevent children from touching and using them, especially small ones like Watusi. The agency also urges the public to report those who use illegal firecrackers. It said people may celebrate by using alternative noisemakers such as horns, pots and pans, and singing karaoke. For those who can't resist using firecrackers, they are advised to avoid lighting up scattered firecrackers, especially those that failed to light up. If someone is injured by firecrackers, apply first aid for burns and call 911 or 1555 to get emergency help. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. vows to ensure the proposed 2025 General Appropriations Act conforms to the Constitution. In a statement, Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin said the President and the Cabinet continues to do an exhaustive review of next year's spending plan to address the allegedly unconstitutional items in the bill. Bersamin said that Marcos has been most prudent in programming and spending the government's limited fiscal resources. He said they will make sure the budget prioritizes the main legacy thrusts of the administration. Bersamin made the statement amid calls to remove the unconstitutional allocations included in the 2025 GAP. On Wednesday, Senator Juan Miguel Zubiri renewed a call for Marcos to look into the contentious provisions of the budget and address concerns such as the zero subsidy of PhilHealth, the Department of Education's computerization, and the education sector no longer being the priority of the budget. Marcos is expected to sign the proposed budget on December 30. The House Quad Committee has filed 5 bills aimed at closing legal loopholes that allegedly enabled illicit activities linked to the Philippine offshore gaming operators and extrajudicial killings during the Duterte administration. The proposed measures seek to penalize extrajudicial killings as a heinous crime, prohibit all forms of offshore gaming operations, allow the forfeiture of unlawfully acquired properties, cancel fraudulently obtained birth certificates of foreign nationals, and punishing espionage. Quadcom lead chair Robert Ace Barber said a probe into extrajudicial killings related to the war on drugs uncovered institutional impunity and abuse of power during the Duterte administration. He said the hearing revealed how unscrupulous entities managed to find and use flaws, loopholes, and weaknesses of existing laws to further their criminal activities. He said the Quadcom has recommended at least 30 proposed amendments to strengthen existing laws and prevent past abuses from recurring. Barbers also noted the illicit operations of Empire 999, a real estate firm owned by Chinese nationals posing as Filipino citizens. which reportedly have links to illegal drugs, money laundering, and organized crime activities facilitated by POGOs. Kanlaon volcano remains at alert level 3 as the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology reports continued activity from the volcano. As of the morning of December 26, PHIVOLCS reported 2 ash emission events about 59 to 65 minutes long in the past 24 hours. It also recorded 20 volcanic quakes, including 7 volcanic tremors. Kanlaon also spewed 6,014 tons per day of sulfur dioxide flux and a plume 400 meters tall drifting west, west-northwest, and southwest. Meanwhile, the Office of the Civil Defense says Kanlaon's activity, along with severe weather, has displaced thousands in Negros Occidental. The recent eruptions affected over 7,000 families and nearly 22,000 individuals across 21 barangays in 7 cities and municipalities. On the other hand, the shear line and severe thunderstorm has affected over 2,300 families and over 7,300 persons across 19 barangays in 4 municipalities. The OCD is meanwhile preparing to increase alert levels due to potential violent eruptions and possible lava flow from Kanlaon. OCD Western Visayas Director and Regional Task Force Kanlaon Chair Raul Fernandez said preparations to build a tent city in Himaymaylan City are in place in case of a possible escalation. Other potential locations include the municipalities of Valle Hermoso and Gihulngan City in Negros Oriental. Fernandez assured there are enough relief goods for families affected by the eruptions. Humanitarian assistance to Kanlaon victims has surpassed 36.19 million pesos. And that's the latest and the biggest stories on the PNA headlines. For more news updates, visit our website pna.gov.ph or our Facebook and X account, Philippine News Agency. The PNA headlines is also streamed via the Servicio Facebook page. You may also watch the PNA headlines through the Philippine News Agency's YouTube account and via the News and Information Bureau website under PNA News. I'm Wilnard Barcelona. This is the PNA headlines, bringing stories that unite the nation.